we went out for my best friend's birthday a few weekends ago. We went to this new like 70s vinyl dance bar thing.
How was it?
It was fun. There was a lot of people in there.
I know, I've heard that. I think it's because it's like new too. I want to go though.
I love getting my groove on though.
I love a dance party.
Yeah, and that was fun, but I always got to fuel myself up before, and then I have to mentally prepare for the bumps and the,
oh my God, I know,
like getting shoved into, and I'm just like, nobody's doing it to be mean.
I know. And it's hard when you're like sober and no one else is. And I'm like, oh, do I look like this when I'm drunk?
Yeah, I'm like, and you're insane, and you're insane, and you're insane. I love that for you, but you're insane.
No, I love that for them. Get your groove on. Get your freak on.
Get your freak on. And
but don't bump into me.
That's what I feel like. I feel like if just more people got their freak on,
so true,
we would just be all so much happier.
I was literally going to say the world would be a better place. Yeah. So get your freak on.
Let your freak flag fly.
So true.
When was the last time you let your freak flag fly?
Oh my gosh. So what does that entail?
Whatever you want it to.
Okay. The last time I let my freak flag fly was, oh wow, I can't remember right now. I don't know. I've really been in my healing grandma era.
Like
recently.
Clearly not enough.
Clearly not enough. Don't worry. Next weekend I will be letting my freak fly though, because I'm going to visit my college best friends. So
yeah,
it's gonna be so fun.
That'll be so fun.
But I think the last time I like really let my freak flag fly was I went to a wedding in October of 2025.
On a day-to-day basis, you don't let your freak flag fly?
Oh, I thought you meant like get drunk.
No, like in just whatever that means for you.
I mean, I feel like I'm literally a freak every day. So
every day.
Yeah.
Every day in my bones.
Sorry, I thought you meant like party, go crazy, go stupid, go wild.
Me every day of my life. I wake up, party, go crazy, go stupid, go wild.
Yeah, so true.
No, I
what about you?
I think I try to at least once a week.
Yeah.
Do something a little zany,
a little crazy,
a little
take the edge
fun.
off.
Yeah, and like for me, I saw this TikTok about this girl who was listening to, it's called, what's the song called? Hold on, let me look it up. It's so important. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, it's called Ring My Bell by Anita Ward. Have you seen what I'm talking about?
I know the song, but I don't know if I know the trend.
Okay, well, the high vibe girlies, the manifestation girlies are saying that because the like high vibration sound, whatever, the frequency of this song, it's like easy to like let things like flow into your life. And so
obsessed.
This one girl, I saw it a few times, and then finally what made me turn it on and listen to it was this one girl was like, I started listening to this song every single morning, like just once for the last 30 days. And I feel like my life feels just so much like lighter and freer. And I was like,
God, I'm doing it.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to listen to Ring My Bell every morning. I did it once. I think I will actually revisit now that I'm saying it.
Did you feel good?
It felt so good. I was in just like a good mood, and whether it's placebo or it actually works, I don't care.
Because I like want to listen to it right now.
Well, here we go.
Great intro.
Right? Like, it's just...
I've never listened to the intro of the song. I've only, like, done the chorus, you know? Okay. I feel the frequencies, the high vibrations.
Yeah.
Like, I love that.
Such a little vibe. That. And so I just feel like when I'm in my office or I'm in my bathroom and I've got, like, a song on, I just, like, really let my freak flag fly.
I love that. Honestly, so true. I love, like, listening to music when I'm, like, in the shower and stuff.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm like so tempted to always like put on a podcast or like audiobook just to like be like, oh, this is downtime. I need to be nourishing my brain. I'm like, yeah, no, girl, take a load off and listen to Ring My Bell. Like,
ring that bell, girl.
So yeah,
love it.
So speaking of letting our freak flags fly, should we get started on our episode?
Let's do it.
Please stay on the line, and your diabesties will be with you shortly.
You're listening to Hotline to Her. I'm Carson, your favorite diabestie.
And I'm Tini, your resident hot diabetic. We're here to help you feel like that girl beyond diabetes.
Yay!
Yay, yay, yay!
And today, let's get this party started.
Oh, we're in a vibe.
We are.
We're in a vibe. We're in a mood. We're in a
Flow state.
flow state. We're just jamming. But let's check our blood sugars first.
Oh, yeah.
We are post lunch right now.
Post lunch.
I'm really happy with mine so far. I'm 159 flat.
I am 123 slight arrow down. I do, however, feel a little bit lower than that. So I might have to eat something. I think I gave myself too much insulin.
Yeah, I will.
But I feel good right now.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, but 123 slight arrow down, which is I'm happy with as well. But I do have 5 units on board. So, yeah.
Do you want to like pop a little something, or you just wait?
Personally, I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Because my food is still like digesting.
Yeah. Period. I love that.
But I do have.
Are you gonna say dried mango?
No. Well, I do have that actually. I did bring that. But I've actually been using these little fruit strips that one of the girls on the Charleston retreat
those.
Recommended, the pure organic thing. And then of course I have my glow gummies in my purse. But
are those SIBO tested?
These are like yes, and I like they're like okay. Like they kind of hurt my stomach, but everything kind of hurts my stomach, so I'm just like meh.
You just take what you can get.
Yeah. So we'll leave that there in case I need to munch. What are you?
I'm 163 flat. I
Gorge.
just went up for 4 points in the last 2 minutes. So we'll see. I had a very carby lunch.
That's an impressive blood sugar for the carbs that you had.
Right. Well, I think my FIOSP just works so well.
Oh yeah, you do use FIOSP. I don't. I've always been like a Novolog or Humalog girl, but maybe I should try that one day. Or Lumjev, is that the same thing as
It's
FIOSP?
the same. Actually, I think there's regulations against using the fast acting insulin in a tubed pump because it crystallizes quicker.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, maybe I won't do that.
I don't know, but maybe when the Mobi goes tubeless, that's something you could try. But
True.
I was very against. I was like, Novolog has always worked for me. I don't really want to switch. And then my doctor was like, girl, come on, give it a switch. And I did, and I was like, oh, this solves a lot of my pre-bolusing issue. I don't have to wait 45 minutes. I can wait 15, 20 minutes.
Did you wait 45 minutes when you used Novolog and
Fuck
stuff?
no.
Okay. I was going to say, I thought it they only tell you to wait 15, really.
I feel like it didn't work very fast.
That's so
for me.
fair. I mean, honestly, for my breakfast, I wait 30 minutes or more.
Yeah. I felt like I had to wait so long for the Novolog to hit. So I'd always have a post-meal
Novolog. No, so fair. Cool.
Yeah. Well, those are our blood sugars. Let us know what yours are. Maybe we're twins.
And I'm going to keep an eye on mine because I just am.
Smart. Okay. Well, Miss Party Girl.
We're talking about partying. We're talking about all types of partying and diabetes today because it can be a slippery slope, but also we want to live our lives.
Yeah.
And we want to let our freak flag fly.
Yeah. And I feel like that we have a lot of people in our community and who listen to the pod are in their 20s and 30s. And I think those are kind of the prime times when you're out partying. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s out partying,
period.
I love that for you, and I'm kind of jealous. I can't wait to be in my 40s.
Oh, that's fun.
I heard your 40s are really awesome.
Oh, really? I heard your 30s are really awesome.
I cannot wait to be 30.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
I'm so excited to not be in my 20s anymore. I just cannot. I'm counting down the days till
wow, you're going to be 30.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It's going to be so exciting. But yeah, so that is anyways, I feel like in your prime 20s and 30s, you are out partying and doing the thing, and us included. Yeah. And when we say partying, we're today going to be talking about all spectrums of partying except for hard drugs because we don't have any experience with that.
Yeah. And don't do drugs. So
that I do not condone it, but you do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
But no hard drugs from us. Thanks.
And I'm not shaming you either.
Correct.
But I just actually not even close to my MO. I have no idea. But
Same.
We do know about alcohol and marijuana and really just going out and being, I think in the party is what we mean when we refer
Right.
to partying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sober right now. Carson's not drinking right now, but we still go out and like party with our friends.
Yeah.
Like, and go to the dance floor
Like,
and get
go
down.
out to the bars and stuff.
Yeah. And so I think it's like really whatever you take of it as
Yeah.
a diabetic, but it is like an activity.
It is, and it's something that you have to like kind of prepare yourself. Wait, I'm gonna check my finger really quick.
Okay.
I just feel lower than it says.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry. She's rummaging in
I
there.
have so much stuff in here.
Yes. Carson's blood sugar.
What do you think it is? My Dexcom says 116.
I think you're 103.
Ooh, we were close. 109.
Wow.
So it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna do anything then.
Okay. Are you feeling off?
A little bit. I'm just gonna eat that actually.
I was going to say, do you think like you just need more fuel?
Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna have a little.
Why not? Have a little snacky snack.
And we're back.
Amazing. All right. Well, let me know. Keep me updated.
Oh, well.
But I feel like...
So what did you say?
So let's start with what the people want, which I think most commonly is drinking.
Yeah.
So if you're going out for a night of drinking with your friends and you're going to a bar and there's live music, you're going to be getting down, and let's set the same like parameters. Let's say you're going to like close the bar down. You're going home at 2:00.
Period.
Okay.
As you should.
As you should. As you should. So let's start with like getting ready for the night.
Okay.
What is the first thing you're doing and making sure you do before you leave the house?
First thing, this is gonna be if I was like, well, actually, I would do this even if I wasn't drinking, but like, also this is like even more important if you are drinking. First thing I would do is pack my purse. I like need to make sure I have everything I need. So like low snacks and low key like an actual snack too. If I'm gonna be out for a while, like if I'm going out like dinner all the way to like 2 a.m., then I need to bring like I don't know, I like might not need it, but like a meat stick, I always like make sure I have like some source of protein and then obviously some source of like carb and sugar. So like just making sure I have my low snacks packed in my purse, and then also making sure that I'm like eating a good meal before I go to keep myself full and stable with my blood sugar. And you know, it's always just good to eat when you're dancing and drinking and stuff too. So that's the first thing I would do. What about you?
Yeah, that's about the same. I think make sure I have enough low snacks. I always pack an extra snack too.
Yeah.
Mine's usually a carb one.
Okay.
I like to pack something like if the low blood sugars are low blood sugaring.
Yeah.
I really love a GoMacro bar to help keep me like stable, because I find when I only opt for low snacks or I only opt for like a cranberry juice at the bar,
It keeps like dipping.
it dips again.
Yeah.
And so I need
I feel
something that's
that.
going to keep me level with protein.
I feel that. I think that's where I run into issues is I didn't have something like that with me and I just kept going low.
And that's so frustrating.
It's so
too.
frustrating.
So my go-to is like a fruit snack. Now that you put me onto Glow gummies, the travel Glow gummy packs, those are great. And then a GoMacro bar. And then if I'm out for a long amount of time, I'll also pack a meat stick, because sometimes you need a little low carb boost.
You need a meat stick.
Yeah. And then again, same as you though, like I'm no matter what, I'm eating dinner and I'm hydrating. I'm going to drink a big glass of water.
Yeah, facts.
What's your like go-to, like your low snack purse for going out?
Probably Glow gummies, like the travel Glow gummies as well. And then, I mean, right now it's those fruit strip things, the pure organic fruit strips. But really just like Glow gummies.
What is like your ideal blood sugar, like before you leave the house to go out for a night of like this when you're drinking?
Drinking. Okay. I like to be a little bit on the higher end of my range when I'm drinking. So probably like 150, like 130 to 150 is a good like drinking range for me. But I don't really want to be drinking if I'm like 100 or below. You know?
I agree with that. Yeah.
So what about you?
Yeah, my threshold might be a little bit higher, I think.
Yeah.
And that's just how we operate in general with our management styles. But mine might be like 150 to 180.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'm comfortable with. Because I know when I get down, I get down.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. I will also, if I know I'm going to be dancing, I will preemptively put myself in activity mode and my pump. So it backs off the basal a little bit. And also brings my target up to 150 instead of 110.
How soon do you do that? Like, are you doing it as you're going out the door? Like, are you doing it when you get to the bar?
Yeah.
When is that time? When does that look like for you?
Probably like I mean, it's so like, it just depends on what is happening.
Right. But like vibe it, like, are you vibing it out or are you pre-planning?
No, I'm probably pre-planning. Like I probably am like letting myself get a little bit higher because I know that when I start dancing, it'll go a little bit lower. But I'm like trying to think if I'm like, because I feel like around here we walk so much. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if I went to dinner, I'd probably give my dinner bolus and then also put myself in activity mode when I get my dinner bolus as well.
So the activity mode would start basically for you like at dinner.
Yeah, just because it'll just raise my target blood sugar to be a little bit higher. So then my pump knows like what's up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you use the activity mode?
I don't know that I have actually.
Fair.
And I think it would be a really good strategy. I just think I recently learned about how to like actively and productively use activity mode.
Okay.
I think I just kind of thought it was for like workouts.
Yeah.
Like I never really understood it lowered like your basal a percentage, which is like
it just brings your
helpful.
Yeah, it just tells your pump to bring your target blood sugar is 150 instead of 110.
Okay, cool. So now like we're out of the house. We are aiming for our target blood sugars.
Okay.
You're at the bar and you start ordering drinks. What are you ordering and how are you bolusing for them?
Ooh, this is so fun. If I'm at like a cocktail bar, probably like a spritz or something, and I know that has like, you gotta be careful with some sugar in there and stuff, but like an Aperol spritz or Hugo spritz, I love those. So if I'm at like a cocktail bar, you know, ordering that, I'm probably only giving like 10 carbs maybe. Mm-hmm. It's like, I think those drinks, like a spritz is probably like 20 carbs or something, but I'm giving less than I think I probably need just because of the dancing and the alcohol itself, like dropping your blood sugar and stuff. So probably giving 10 carbs. If I'm going to like a bar where it's like, you know, a mixed drink or a seltzer or a beer or something, I'm probably getting a seltzer, like a White Claw or something.
Are you bolusing for that?
No bolus for that, because I think those have like 2 carbs. Mm-hmm. And personally, they don't really affect my blood sugar.
Yeah.
So what about you? You get to the bar. I know it's like kind of different because you have not drank in so long, but
right. But I used to.
What would you? Yeah, in college, what'd you do?
I loved like a tequila soda.
Oh yeah, I love tequila.
Yeah, tequila soda was my go-to because it's because it's low carb, and I think I never really opted for something with carbs in it.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. I know in college I was drinking party juice, which I'm sure had a ton of.
Oh my god, I'm so scared of jungle juice.
No, literally, and like
prayers for past Carson who did that.
So scary. Also, like I was not bolusing for that or even knowing what my blood sugar was, which is so dangerous in itself. Yeah. But I think if I were to go back and be in a situation where I was drinking like Kool-Aid with a fuck ton of vodka in it, like Kool-Aid is a lot of sugar.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of carbs. Yeah. Like I definitely would give a small bolus for it.
Right. Yeah. I'm thinking about, I went out with my boyfriend's teammate and he has type 1 and he was getting like transfusions. You know what transfusion is? Like the
it's like Gatorade and Sprite.
Yeah, it's Sprite, Gatorade, vodka, something like that. I don't know. Really good.
Crazy.
Oh, I go really good.
Disgusting.
And I think it's like grape juice, but then they also had like this pink lemonade one that's really good. Anyways, I'm getting off track. But he was getting those, and I asked him, I was like, "Oh, how are you bolusing for that?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm giving like half the amount of carbs that I think it is because it's alcohol and it's sugar." And I was like, oh, "Okay, that makes sense." So every time he got one, he would give like 2 units or something.
Oh wow.
I have no idea what his blood sugar was, but
yeah,
I was just like, okay, like I don't know, that kind of like, I was like, oh, that was pretty new into my diagnosis, like still in college. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool that you're type 1 and you are ordering drinks with sugar. Like, that's good to know.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, it's totally doable.
Yeah, it is. I just like personally don't think, like, even honestly before I was type 1, like I really didn't opt for like sugary drinks anyways because of like hangovers and stuff. But it was like validating to me to see someone else that was diabetic ordering sugary drinks and like accurately bolusing for them as well, you know?
Yeah. No, I used
safely doing it.
Yeah. I used to love a spicy marg. So good.
I love a margarita.
So yeah, like I think those, like knowing how like instant the sugar hits, like I would give a little bolus for it. But then okay, this is a good point now, like we're on the back end of having these drinks, whether you bolus or you have a no carb drink that you don't bolus for, you hit the dance floor, you're dancing for like 10-15 minutes. Are you waiting for the inevitable blood sugar drop? Like, are you just aware it's going to happen, or are you trying to do everything you can to hedge against it?
No, I'm trying to do everything I can to hedge against it, because being low and being drunk scares the shit out of me, because the symptoms are so similar. Like for me personally, that like I don't know. I don't like it, and it just scares me. So I'm doing everything I can to not be low when I am going out.
So what is that like? So for you, what does that look like?
Like the activity mode, bringing my target up, probably bolusing less, like I said, for the amount of sugar that's probably in the drink that I get. And
wait, didn't you tell me one time you order like 2 drinks at once, or do you not really do that much?
Unless I'm like actively like dropping in that moment and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get my next round, and then because I can see myself dropping, I'm just gonna like sip on this Sprite at the same time. So, but it just kind of like it's like it depends. I don't know.
Okay, cool. Well, I think that's a good strategy though. Like, and really doing, like you said, you're doing whatever you can to hedge against going low, so that would be a good strategy to use.
Exactly. I think I'm kind of like saying what you said, but like I'm in my head, I'm like, is it that? But like I think I'm saying
I think it is.
No, I think I'm like I like went all the way around just to like say what you said, but yeah,
that's okay.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm doing everything I can to not have a low, because being drunk and low scares me. So also I hate being low when I'm out, because it's extremely overstimulating, because being out at a bar in general sometimes overstimulates me. And if I'm low and everyone's like doing a million things around me, I'm like, oh my god, like
or like your group is like, are you okay, and you're like, I'm just like, I just need to sit for like 5 minutes.
People, like I hate talking when I'm low. Like I just need to like be and just like sit and wait it out. So I think that is also something that I keep in mind. I'm like, I do not want to be overstimulated right now, so I do everything I can to not be low.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do you feel like it's slightly different than like when you're sober? Because like we have a bigger threshold
100%.
for like not dropping low, but like you let it go lower so you can catch it where you need to. And when you're drinking, you're like, no, 100%. It's not getting there.
Yeah. And I think that when I am like, if I'm out and I'm sober, I feel like more in control. But if I'm like out and I'm drunk, I'm obviously like in less control. Yeah. And so I think I tried to just like keep a more watchful eye if I'm also drinking and stuff.
Yeah, that's really smart. I think for me, I had this bad, like maybe it's a bad habit, maybe it's not, but like I really, like when I was out, I really tried to keep myself in the moment. Yeah. And I tried to keep like diabetes like not front of mind, and I don't know that that's like the responsible thing to do, but I trusted that my devices would alert me when I need them to. Yeah. And so I was using that as like my time off. Like, oh, I'm out with my friends. This is my time off. Okay. And my Dexcom will blare at me. Yeah, fair. And there's device failures all the time. Like, that's not always the best thing to do. Yeah. But like, I wasn't reacting unless I got like an alert, and the alerts go off at 70 for me. Right. So there's still plenty of time. But then it's like, I'm moving, I'm grooving. I get a 70 alarm and I'm like, oh, okay, let me go get some cranberry juice. Or if I feel slightly off, for me, luckily, like my shakiness is way different than when I'm drunk. Yeah. And so I could tell too. And so if I'm like moving and grooving and I don't feel like drunk fun. Yeah.
like you kind of feel icky.
I feel icky. Yeah. I'm just going to crack open my fruit snacks and swallow those things whole and keep moving. No chewing. No chewing. But yeah.
No, that's so fair. And I think I am like speaking on this for more of like a me, like a post-grad going out me, and like a later in my diagnosis me. But when I really think back to like when I was diagnosed in college, and like literally like one of the first things I asked my doctor was like, can I go to this music festival that I have a ticket for this weekend? And I was still in the hospital being diagnosed with diabetes. So I think that I was definitely like much less aware of how alcohol affected me, and just aware of my health and my blood sugars in general. So like I feel like in college I definitely relied a lot more on like the alarms to alert me and my pump to do its thing, and like I would forget to check my blood sugar for hours when I was out because I was just like having fun and like dancing and drinking with my friends. So like I think I definitely relied on the devices a lot more, but then that got me into like a few like sticky situations that I was like, okay, post grad me is like, I realized I'm like, oh, I hate being low and drunk. Like that's really scary to me. I want to do everything now in my power that I can to not do that, because I've had like times where I've gotten back from the bar and I'm just like so low and I will not come up, and it's just like so scary. So.
Yeah, I think that's so valid, and like it really is like personal preference, and I agree.
And experience.
But if I was in bad situations though, like I haven't been in that experience.
No, that's
so like
good.
that's why I have a higher tolerance for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so closing time.
It's closing time. They're flipping the lights at the bar.
Oh my
to
god!
Get you out.
You're like, oh,
when
we're ugly.
When they flip the lights and you're like sweaty and you're like, you look like a little like rat.
The band is far gone. You're just like dancing to like the most random trash DJ mixes ever.
Literally, there's like no DJ anymore. It's all packed up and gone, and you're just like.
They're like, please go home, please. Yeah. You're stepping in like slosh.
Ew, no, the bar sludge is crazy.
Like disgusting. Okay, so we walk ourselves home. We've managed to survive the night, whether we've had lows or we were cruising, whatever. I fear the night has only just begun.
No, I know.
So the first thing I'm doing when I get in my house, I'm yanking open the freezer.
No, yeah.
And I'm cooking myself some sort of frozen something.
I'm eating.
For
sure. Yeah. Even when I did not have diabetes, I'm eating after the bar because duh.
Yeah. Yeah, have to. But like, I think for me, especially because I have diabetes,
yes,
I had to eat something.
No, yeah, I always wanted to eat like I needed to eat something before I went to bed because it would make me feel more comfortable going to bed anyways.
Yeah. Like, wait, something so scary happened to me one time.
What?
Oh my God, I think I was maybe 25. Okay, yeah. We had gone out to the bars. We were drinking. We come home. And at this point, my hyperfixation, like come home meal type thing were the Trader Joe's hash browns.
Ooh, those are so good.
So good. And so
those probably hit when you were drunk.
They're so good. I start my oven.
Yeah.
I put them on the baking sheet. I put them in the oven. All of the sudden, I wake up and it's like 4 a.m, 2 hours after I had put the hash browns in the oven, maybe an hour and a half. All the lights are on in my apartment. I lived alone. And I'm like, oh my God, I smell the hash browns. They were burnt to a crisp.
I bet they were.
And the worst part is I pulled them out and I was still so hungry that I was like,
no,
maybe they're okay.
No, you ate them.
And I took a bite of it. No, it was charred. It was literally so disgusting. I like think I had that taste in my mouth for like days.
Oh my God.
But I thank my lucky stars that I didn't burn my apartment down.
Yeah.
And that all I had was like the charred taste in my mouth.
Oh my gosh. And I'm glad that like because you didn't eat, your blood sugars were still fine, like when you fell asleep and stuff.
Oh my God, yeah. But
oh my God.
What was your like go-to frozen meal?
Yeah. Well, so my best friend in college, we lived together like pretty much the entire time. She was a big like order pizza after the bar person, and so I would usually just like eat that.
Yeah,
I'd be like, can I get in on that?
When it's not you pioneering the pizza order,
exactly.
You just get to benefit.
Exactly. So we got pizza a lot after the bar. It's like so bad because like when I was first diagnosed, I feel like sometimes I wouldn't even like bolus. I would just like forget, and I would literally wake up at like 3:50 and hungover, and it was just like the worst thing ever.
It's so bad.
So brutal. Like, oh God, you just feel so gross. And then the next day, like I was like having the alcohol shakes and I couldn't tell if I was like low or like just really hungover.
That is so brutal.
So real though, right? Like I think I talked about it like on a site change one time, and I did it like severely hungover, and I was like, you know, when you can't tell if like you're having the alcohol shakes from your hangover or you're low. And everyone in the comments was like, I mean, yeah.
Relatable queen. mean?
So anyways, my go-to, we would get pizza a lot. I also really liked Cheez-Its. Like that was like a go-to. Now I cannot eat them.
Oh my God, wait, they have gluten-free Cheez-Its. I know you could probably, yeah, but I have
Everyone tells me that, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm dairy-free too, so.
You can have cauliflower vegan squares.
Yummy. I don't want that. I also can't have cauliflower. So.
Oh, you can't have anything.
No, I really can't.
Just chicken and rice and a side of chicken. If you know, you know.
That's so funny. I can't believe that happened. I also have a funny like cooking story though. When we didn't order pizza this one night. We were trying to make pizza, or like, we would make chicken nuggets a lot too in our apartment when we got home from the bar. I don't know, from scratch. No. We would get frozen ones. And we turned I don't even know why I was doing this, but we got back and we were like cooking up our chicken nuggets, and it's like 3 a.m. at this point. And we turned the stove on, which don't know why, because we were literally cooking in the oven. So I don't know why I decided to like see if the stove worked or whatever. Don't know. The knob broke off and we couldn't turn the stove off, and we had a gas stove, so it was like not the flame wasn't on, but it was just like the gas, and you could just smell the gas, and it was just like leaking gas, and we had no idea what to do.
Did you call the fire department?
Yes. Yeah. And it was so like embarrassing for some reason. Like it was literally like we were drunk and it was like 3 a.m. and the fire truck like pulls up to our apartment, and these men come in, and me and my roommate are just like, hey, like in our going out outfits.
Oh my God.
And then they pull our stove out, and like they like have to turn the gas off like from the wall and stuff, and then they're like, okay, well, just call your leasing office tomorrow, and like you're gonna get a new stove probably because this is broken. So yeah, and then we were like, wow, okay.
So did you get the chicken nugget?
I don't think so.
That sucks.
I can't really fully remember, but so long ago.
Oh yeah.
It was so long ago, I can't remember. So yeah.
So chicken nuggets or pizza, those are good ones.
Yeah, and Cheez-Its. That was like my drunk snack of choice.
What about like by your bedside table?
Yeah.
I always opted for a beverage.
Yeah,
and
same.
This was in my aloe vera juice loving era.
Oh.
Trader Joe's used to sell in like 2020, 2021, 2022 era. Maybe they still do, this square bottle of aloe vera juice, and it had the pulp in it, and it was I cannot describe how like satisfying the little pulp chunks were.
Ew, that sounds icky.
It was so good and so refreshing, and an ice cold one of those, like you like rip your sheets off and you're like in a little sweat and you're kind of hungover, kind of drunk still, and you like walk to the fridge. Dead. You rip open that thing, crack open the aloe vera.
You're like,
it was so refreshing. That was my go-to.
Did it have carbs? Does that have carbs in it?
So many carbs.
Oh, like so that was like
carbs
for like a low.
For lows, middle of the night lows.
Okay.
Like
I was
like post-drinking low.
Okay, I was like, what is that for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? Post-drinking low.
I would usually just have like apple juice.
Yeah.
So that was like, I would always have apple juice, like juice boxes under my bed and stuff. And just drink those. Yeah. But I mean, I hate having a low when I get back from the bar, especially, I don't know, like if it's like late. I don't know, like having a low late at night is like so scary to me. I hate it.
It's like also always like, I feel like when you're drinking, it's like you fall asleep for a few hours and then you wake up low. So it's like 4 to like 6.
Mine would always happen after, like when I got home, because we would walk home, and then like because I would be walking home, that's what would like drop me. And then yeah,
mine was from like when the alcohol would metabolize.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And so it's like kind of like two situations where you then have to like, because even if you fix that low, like when your alcohol metabolizes, you're still going to go low again.
Exactly. And then for me, the next day after drinking is always, I'm so sensitive to my insulin the next day after.
Oh,
like,
okay.
So sensitive.
So are you like laying in bed carbo loading?
No, I just am like more mindful of how much insulin I'm giving.
Okay.
But it was funny because I went on my anniversary trip with Autumn, our 5-year anniversary, like maybe like a month ago or something in February. But I had champagne and I hadn't had any drinks in like I don't know, 5 months or something because of my gut protocol. And I had champagne to celebrate our anniversary. And the next day, my blood sugars were so good because I had just like a little bit, but not that much. And I was literally like, wow, if alcohol wasn't so bad for you, my blood sugars would be amazing.
Yeah, right. Like 1 glass a day, okay.
No, literally, I was like, okay. I was like 98% in range, and I was like, oh my God, amazing.
Wait, that's so nice.
It was so funny, but like, it was literally just like because the alcohol makes me so insulin sensitive the next day, which is like crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
That would happen. Like, that is something that I really had to figure out in college because I had no idea. Like, I was still learning how to like bolus and everything, and I would just like plummet like time and time and time again the day after drinking. Like, I would like literally not need any insulin at all. Like, when I was first diagnosed, the day after I would go out. It was really weird.
Wait, that actually makes so much sense to me because I'm thinking about like when I was in my early 20s and like super down bad the next day, and I would order like a full like Jersey Mike's sub to myself, and the gluten-free ones too, so those are like at least like 100 carbs. I would devour that bad boy with like almost no insulin.
Right, it's crazy.
I just thought my body was working overtime, which it probably is to recover.
Oh yeah, it was probably screaming inside.
But that makes so much sense. So fuel a lot the next day. Be mindful of like your insulin intake. But like that's just the whole experience in general, I feel like.
I know. It's like, it's so like, I love going out. It's so fun. I love partying. But it's like you really have to, it's like can be a slippery slope with diabetes and stuff.
I feel like people non-diabetics don't understand like this is a whole ordeal. Like it's
a
not
whole
just
thing.
Like I'm just going out to grab a drink or two. It's like, no, I'm running every scenario, every calculation, like flipping through my playbook to figure out like how can I stay safe and like be healthy and have a good time still, because that's the whole goal of doing it.
And like not be like, you still want to be able to be in the moment and not be like checking your blood sugar all the time and stuff. But you still want to like obviously be safe and like stay enough in control to be able to take care of yourself. Yeah, for sure. I think that's like, now that I'm not drinking anymore, like now that I'm on like the sober side of things, it's like that's one thing that I just feel like I'm not sure how I would love the feeling of being drunk anymore. I know. Yeah.
Like it was so much fun for when it was, but I also wonder if like because of just like my path, like maybe I was just like trying to like suppress how I was feeling about diabetes and stuff like that. But like or maybe just life in general, I don't know. But I just feel like now I just like love to feel all of the life.
No, I
don't know if that makes sense.
No, it fully does make sense because I haven't been drinking for the majority of my gut protocol. Like I said, I had that glass of champagne. That was like the first drink I had in like 5 months. And I was like, I mean, like I felt it because my tolerance had gone down. And I was like, I don't know if I like how I feel right now. Right. Because I was like, I've become so used to being so in tune with how I feel like in my body and like understanding my blood sugars a little bit more. And alcohol kind of like adds another layer into that. And I was like, wait, I don't really know if I like how I feel right now. So I get that. Yeah.
And I don't even know if like for me it's a control thing. And it might be. But like I think it's like a life thing. Like I want to just like experience life and be.
No,
and that's like the most annoying sober person thing I could say.
It's I understand where you're coming from. I just don't know how to put it into words.
Yeah, it's like I feel so alive.
Everyone's like rolling their eyes.
Like shut up.
What like led to your decision to be sober?
It was a lot of things, I think. So I actually kind of got like catapulted into this decision.
Okay.
When I got my appendicitis, it's like this crazy story, but when I went to the hospital, they were like, it's not fully burst. Like your infection is localized, and the new protocol is to let the infection, like the inflammation, go down before we remove your appendix. And that takes...
Wait, what?
Yes. So my ruptured appendix, like it had like a slit in it or something. It was in my body for 3 months before they removed it.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Were you in pain that whole time?
No. It was only when I had the like flare up of the infection, when they gave me antibiotics. Like it was still like slightly painful, and I would have flare ups where it hurt really bad. But for most of the 3 months, it was manageable, but you weren't allowed to drink because you can't add extra inflammation to your body.
Yeah.
So I did that like 3 months until my surgery.
Yeah. Were you pissed?
I was kind of bummed. Like
Yeah.
I got the appendicitis like a week before my birthday. I think my 25th birthday. So I had like a big party planned because I love throwing parties.
Yeah.
And I remember going to the ABC store, and I got myself that like Ritual like non-alcoholic tequila, and I was like, I can still party. It's disgusting. Why would you do like, I mean, if that's your jam, do it. But I was like, why do I need something that tastes like a shot of tequila?
No, I know. You're like, wait, it's not even good.
It wasn't like, so, but I was bummed.
Yeah.
And then like I did that for 3 months, and then I came like, the whole journey, I was like, okay, maybe I kind of liked how I felt not drinking. Let me experiment with like not doing this all the time. And so I think I did like a few weeks where I was like, oh, okay, like I still kind of like this. I went out to the bars a few times without drinking. I was still having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then like one day I just decided that like I'm gonna be sober.
Yeah.
I was like, what if I just don't drink again for right now? And that's what I decided. But it was mainly because like I was having a lot of health anxiety.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking of the what ifs.
Right.
And I was really catastrophizing, like, what if something bad happens to me? Alcohol is poison, like it leads to cancer, all of these things. I was having so much anxiety around it.
Yeah.
And so when I was noticing like, oh, I'm still having fun when I'm going out, but then also like I'm low-key like kind of afraid of the long-term effects of alcohol.
I know, I feel that.
And so I was like working through all of that. And so my therapist was like, what if we just
take it out of the equation,
test it, test not drinking. And so I did, and I liked it. My friends were super supportive, and I went like a month without drinking, and then 6 months, and then a year. And on my year soberversary, we threw a party because I was California sober. So I was still going out to the bars and having a little something. So we had like a California sober party. That's like a whole different beast in itself. I don't think it affects my blood sugar at all.
Okay.
Like,
I was gonna ask.
I don't think. No, I don't.
I don't think it does for me either.
Smoking or having marijuana or whatever affects my blood sugar.
Like I don't like. I've been drinking like some of the nowadays cocktails and like the canned tonics with like the CBD and THC and stuff. And I don't think like the THC really affects my blood sugars.
No, it like kind of, it just like mellows me out. I chill.
Same.
Maybe I don't have as many like stress spikes.
I really think it literally does nothing to my blood sugars, which I am grateful for. And I love the vibe. I love chilling out.
Right. It's like sometimes you just need to chill
like
out.
Honestly, it brings me to a normal person's like level of chill.
And so I think like I do enjoy consuming the devil's lettuce in moderation now. Like I used to be like, this is my crutch for when I was going sober. So I could only go out if I had a gummy or if I had a pen or something like that. And now I'm like, oh, I'd rather just go out sober because I like to have a clear head and I like to be able to like be in my surroundings.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, now I'm coming up on year 3.
Amazing.
In April, like literally in a month. No, oh my God, like 2 weeks.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, that's so exciting. But it just makes me feel better. And
that is the only justification explanation that you need.
Right.
It just makes you feel better.
Right. It just makes me feel better. And like I will say, like I did have like a little bit of, because I was having that health anxiety around it, and like I had made the decision for myself to like, I was like, oh, I'm putting my health first. At first, I had a lot of judgment for people who were still drinking. Because I was like, don't you know this is poisonous?
Right.
And I had to work through that myself. And thank God I never like casted it on anyone. It was just like all internal. And then I would tell my therapist, I'm like, what are they? Why don't they understand? This is bad for them. Thank God those like conversations are private. I do not feel that way now. Like, I agree. I love when people do what they want to do. And I think about like back when I was drinking and how much fun I was having. And that's like great. And I love that for old Tini. And I love this for current Tini. And who knows what the future holds? Maybe eventually I'll want to have a glass of wine or like not. But I think because I'm doing the most right now, my schedule is so full. I could not even imagine even being hungover on a Saturday morning from a glass of wine. Like I don't have the capacity for it.
No, feel that, I'm like, that's like one of my favorite parts about not drinking is not being hungover. That is my favorite part. And I'm like, the way that I can like plan things for the next day, and I'm like, wait, if I still like go out tonight, like I'm not going to be feeling shitty tomorrow because I'm not drinking. Like I'll have like a nowadays cocktail or whatever, and then like feel the vibes, chill, go to sleep, wake up, nothing happened. Like it's like I literally feel great and chill and alert and whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so nice. So that's
so
kind of
nice.
like when I had a like champagne on my anniversary, like the next day I was like, oh, I kind of feel like a little funky and I don't like that. And I'm like, wait, is that even worth it anymore? So
but it's funny because like
yeah,
we
that's
both,
how I'm feeling right now about it.
yeah, and like we both still like going out and partying.
Yeah.
And so like if you're going out and partying and not drinking, like what advice do you have for someone who's like wanting to live in the moment and still go out and enjoy it?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like just like I feel like sometimes people like there can be judgment if you're going out and you're not drinking, and people are like keep trying to offer you a drink or like, why aren't you drinking? Like I'll buy you one, like stuff like that. But I think it's just kind of like making sure you're feeling good and confident and grounded in your decision that you're making. And then also like just like if you don't want the questions, like I just get a soda water with lime.
Always. I literally always get a soda water with
I
lime.
love soda water and it's so good. And like I just like I'm sipping it, nobody asks questions and I'm vibing, and like it also really helps to have like such a supportive group of friends like that you go out with and stuff that don't make it weird and like, you know. So but I would just say like being grounded in your decision and confident in your decision and like what you want to do for your body, whether you are drinking or not drinking, and there's no wrong or right here, you know?
Right. So then from a diabetes management perspective, do you do any different decisions? Like we do the same prep, like make sure we eat, we have the same like low snack stuff. But then like, do you ever put on activity mode? Like what does that look like for you?
Yeah, I don't, if I'm going out and I'm not drinking, I don't put on activity mode.
Me neither.
I keep my blood sugar like around the 110 mark because like I am okay with it being down there when I don't have alcohol also processing in my body, and I just feel like more in control when I am sober and out. So I don't turn on activity mode when I'm doing that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like you're more alert, like you can make maybe clearer decisions too, and faster, I think is the whole point too. But then you don't have that extra factor of alcohol dropping your blood sugar.
Right. I think like I just also don't really like, if we're really talking about it in a grand scheme of things, like I've really only been doing this for 3 years. So it's like that's not really even that many like going out times like in the grand scheme of things. So I also don't fully like know exactly my patterns with like drinking and everything as well as I would want to.
Yeah. Well, and it's okay that like we're all forever students of
diabetes, for sure.
And especially just like taking it day by day, week by week, month by month. Like you don't have to have a playbook. Like I feel like I have over the first like 12 years of my diabetes life, like I did come up with a playbook because I had to figure out what worked for me, because going out and partying was such a big part of my life. Yeah. And so like I did formulate what I like to do and what I don't like to do until I came to a point where I was like, I don't like this in general. Yeah. Right. No, that's so fair. That's so fair. And I feel like I formulated a good enough playbook for my life at the time and like what I wanted to do with my diabetes management at the time. But like right now I don't, if I like went back into drinking, I don't know if the playbook that I used in college would be good enough for myself right now. And I think that is like the key thing to remember, like, and for anyone, like we can just be doing good enough for right now, and tomorrow we can do something different and try and expect and hope that it's going to be good enough for tomorrow. Yeah. You know, it's like nobody has the right answer because all of our bodies are so different too. Exactly. Yeah. So then do you ever, like you said, you do a little like the nowadays cocktails? Yeah. Is that's at your house? Yeah. Do you ever go in public and have a little THC moment? I mean, because I've just begun kind of experimenting with it. No, like I've done it one time, like out at the bar, but I don't know how to like transport it there.
I know you can buy like some THC like seltzers at the like markets and stuff. So I've like taken one of those with me to like tailgate an event, whatever. But that's like pretty much it. So I just kind of like, I would probably like drink it before I go. Like I would like drink it as I get ready. So then when I'm feeling the vibes are arriving, then I'm like on the way.
And you don't notice anything different with your blood sugar management when you like do it before or at going out?
No, I really don't. It's pretty much as like my blood sugars are acting as if I was like sober pretty much, even though I'm not in a way.
So is that how you like would manage your diabetes in that sense?
Yeah, I think I would just like do my normal thing. Obviously I would like know that I have a substance in me and be a little bit more aware, but that's just because I like, I'm sure you guys can tell I like control. And that's just how I am. And if you're not like that, I love that for you. And I wish I could be less in control sometimes too. So yeah, I don't really think I would do anything different than my day-to-day management.
Yeah. I think that's how I am. The only thing that I am like just a little bit more aware of when I am getting, I guess, high is the best way to put it.
Right.
When I'm getting high is
we're like tiptoeing around the word for some reason.
High. When I've had a little THC moment. Why did I say that?
THC moment. I don't know. I just went with it. THC moment. When I know the folks online say gardening.
Gardening. That's what we should be saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's redo the entire episode and say gardening.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. When I garden and I'm out and about, I don't change anything about my diabetes management, but I am more aware because something about me is, if I'm not spending money on a cocktail or a beverage, I'm gonna be spending money on a little snacky. And so I am always looking for what place we're going to. Do they have fries? That's my go-to.
Love that.
Any variation of fry I can get, I will. And so then I just have to remember, like, just because I'm out, just because like typically when I am out, I'm like not logged off of diabetes, but like I said, it's like I try to be more in the moment. Yeah. That only applies to when you're not eating.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Like when you're not consuming carbs.
Because like you have to give yourself insulin.
Right. So then I have to remember. And that's a little hard sometimes when you are gardening.
That is hard. And just like if you're drinking and eating too.
Yeah.
Like anything. You just like aren't as... You don't think about it as much.
You don't.
Like I would always forget to bolus. Right. Like eating out.
And so you have to like, sometimes I'll like set an alarm or like.
No, that's so true.
Like when I'm at my house and I'm gardening, I will set an alarm.
That's smart.
So I remember because I'm always going to have a snack.
Yeah. No, that's smart because I was gardening in my backyard. I was gardening the other day and I was eating granola. I know, such a weird snack, but it was so good. It was chocolate chip granola. What?
I'm just picturing you like on your couch, just like so garden, just like snacking on your granola. It was so good.
But like I was eating granola and I just kept eating it. Yeah. And I forgot that I just kept eating it. And I was like, oh, insulin. So then I ended up going to like 250 because of the granola and I was eating. That's something I need to be more mindful of, is like bolusing for my food that I'm eating when I'm gardening.
Yeah, it's hard. But I think like as far as like if you're not eating, then I'm the same way. Like it doesn't impact my blood sugars any differently.
Right. And for a while I was scared it would, and I like had anxiety like about like what would happen, you know? But then I did it and I was like, wait, nothing happened.
No, literally nothing happened. And I think like maybe it's like kind of demonized because it's not as common because it just became legal in so many states, you know? Right. So it's like nobody really has the answers the way they do with alcohol because you've been able to drink alcohol for so long. Right. So like an older diabetic can say, here's what happens, but an older diabetic can't really say like, here's what happens when you garden.
Yeah, that's so true. And I know gardening for some people like causes like some anxiety as well, just like because of the nature of like the substance and stuff. So I think that was also something I was like, ooh, what's gonna happen, you know?
Right. And then you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like I've had paranoid experiences in the past. Yeah. But like that was back then and this is now. And
No, I actually had the
This
most...
is like I've figured out a good flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had the most. I'll actually share this story now and I'll figure out in editing if I want to cut it. So if you're hearing this, congratulations.
Secrets unlocked.
My first year sobiversary party.
Wait, didn't you have a cute name for it? You invited me and I forgot what it was called.
Well, last year we did Weedster.
No, not Weedster. It was something in Munchies. It was like
Mocktails and Munchies.
Mocktails and Munchies. Yeah, that was so cute.
Yeah, I loved that. And we went.
Can you have another one so I can come?
I am very tempted to, actually.
Okay.
I would love to do that. That would be so fun. Except I had this terrifying experience. Okay, so we get this whole spread going. It was so amazing. And there's actually a company that like is legally allowed to ship gummies. They sent me some.
Oh, cool.
So nice of them. And so like I set up like a little spread, like poured them into like little containers. We had our mocktails, which we use like THC droppers, tinctures in it. And so these were like THC mocktails.
Yeah.
And then what I like me and my friends usually do is we make brownies.
Right.
And this was my first time using this specific oil that I had gotten.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the dosage, and it was not evenly mixed either. Those things put everyone on their ass. Like everyone brought like snacks, like some people brought Taco Bell. We have our little spread of like different goodies, like different variations. We rearranged my sectional to be like facing each other.
So it's like literally, I'm just like picturing everyone like
it was like a little conversational pit. It was so cool. We were telling like so many like funny stories, and like someone was reading like from their notes app like their grievance from like someone who wasn't in the group. Like it was so funny. All of a sudden, like it just boom, it hits us. Yeah. And we're like, the sun is going down. Everyone is like in crazy mode. Like the brownies were brownieing. The witching hour. So I run upstairs to get something from my bedroom. And this is like shortly after Peyton had moved in. I see his suitcase filled with stuff open on the bed. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all of a sudden, I start crying because for some reason in my head, I thought he was packing up and leaving.
Oh my God.
And this was a ruse to get all of my friends over here so he could leave while my friends were here.
Oh my gosh. You're like, this is it.
This was it. So all of a sudden I start hysterically crying. He comes running up. He's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, you're leaving me? Like, he's like, no, honey. I'm like, why is the suitcase packed? We didn't have any trips planned. We hadn't gone on any trips. He goes, I left my charger in there. I was lazy when I got back from my trip 2 weeks ago and I knew you were going to say something, so I shoved it under the bed.
Him just like trying to be like so thoughtful and nice, and you're like, you're leaving me. Honestly, so valid though.
Yeah. So I put myself to bed and Peyton went, and he was then the host, and he closed out the party. It was like 8 o'clock.
Tini is now MIA. Thank you for coming.
And that was like the worst experience I had ever had. Blood sugars were great.
And period. We love a queen that can do it all.
But yeah, so that was my mocktails and munchies. I'm a little traumatized from it.
No, that would have been like so funny though, because like you invited me but we didn't really know each other that well yet, so that would have been
God, that would have been terrifying.
So funny.
No, I had to go downstairs, like my friends, like my face is beet red from crying. Peyton had to like look me in my eyes and be like, you're gonna start laughing about this soon, this is gonna be funny. Right now you're just having a bad, and he called it a trip, and that was the first time I had realized like, oh, the effects of this gardening could be this deep if I overdo it, which I did.
Right.
So I was like,
which I did. And you know what, it happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us. That was like the worst time it's ever happened to me. But yeah, then I had to go downstairs and be like, guys, I know it's 8 o'clock, I have to put myself to bed. I'm like, I'm sorry for being a bad host. They were like, girl, as soon as you started crying, we were like, oh, go. Go
literally everyone's just like, we don't care.
They did not care at all. So yeah,
oh my gosh.
The anxiety I totally understand.
Yeah.
Because like,
no, it just like happens sometimes.
it just happens.
Like it really only happens like when I overdo it though, which I've learned my like threshold now. So it's like I don't.
It's a hard learning curve.
It is. And like I'm just like, I don't know, I was not as like careful and like aware, and then I was like, ooh, I don't actually like how that makes me feel. And then I was like, wait, no, I like how it makes me feel. I was just overdoing it, you know? I think that's the same with, no, never mind.
I was just going to say same with alcohol, right?
Yeah. I was going to say like kind of same, but then I'm also thinking to myself, I'm like, do I like how one glass of champagne makes me feel? I don't know right now, because that's still something I'm figuring out in my life journey.
And I love that. Like,
so
I think our journeys are all journeys for a reason. It's not like you ever arrive at a final decision in general.
Exactly. But I do love a glass of wine, and I will always love a glass of red wine.
Yeah. I think like, I think at where I'm at right now, like the level of gardening I like is probably the equivalent of like 3/4 a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Like I
agree.
I like a little baby step.
Me too.
And then I'm good.
Same.
I'm good.
Little baby,
never
where
have
it's
to
like,
get like 6 shots in.
Yeah. No, I used to be a big tequila shot girl when I was in college, like big tequila shot girl. And now I'm terrified of shots.
And period.
Honestly, I will take a tequila shot another time in my life, 100%. But right now in my life, no, I won't be doing that. And that's okay. But no, I agree. Like, I feel like I garden to the point of like 3/4 of a glass of wine, maybe like a half glass of wine. And then like I like it where I can like feel it, but then like also like I'm still like, can I feel it? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I can feel it. Like I'm vibing, but like I'm like right at the point of being able to feel it, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You're like you can feel it, like you're at the like you've tipped over into feeling it, or not just yet?
No, like you've tipped just over the edge of feeling
like your little
it.
tippy toes are hanging off
like,
the cliff.
Yeah, you're like right at the edge, and like if you had a little more, it'd be too much, but you're like right at the perfect point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you're still like aware enough in your head to know that you're like you've gardened, but it's not like too much where you're like, oh my god, you know. So
yeah. My thing like is like when you garden and you're around other people and they're also gardening, then I like look at them and I'm like,
I've not experienced that. No.
Well, you're definitely coming to the
I know. I've only like done it when like other people are like drinking, but I'm the only one that's just like,
oh my god,
gardening.
I find it so funny because like whether they feel this way or not, I like look at them and I'm like, are you laughing at because you gardened? Are you laughing because it's funny? I don't care. I'm gonna keep saying my joke.
Like, and you're like, I'm the funniest person ever.
It's like such a confidence boost. You're like, slay.
That's so good. Slay.
Okay, well,
amazing.
I think like the whole takeaway from this is like we don't have all the answers.
Yeah, we really don't. As you can tell, we were like kind of everywhere.
And sometimes like you just have to experiment safely.
Yeah.
You can collect as much data as you want.
Yeah,
like
facts.
And I also don't feel like doctors will really give you advice on it.
No, it's kind of like I was kind of like nervous to ask my endo about it because for some reason like it feels like almost taboo, even though it's like really not at all. It's like so normal and like we're just gonna live our lives. But I was like, okay, so like what do I do about drinking? And then they always are just like, oh, moderation. Like that's all they say. Like they always say like social drinking. I'm like, okay, well what the heck does that mean? Like does that mean 85 or does that mean 1?
Right.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, if you ask some people I used to run in circles with, it's 85.
No, literally like social drinking is 85 drinks. Yeah. But then other people that's like a glass of wine. And so it's like I agree. It's like really about experimenting what works for you and like figuring it out and then obviously doing it in a safe way, but then also knowing sometimes like you might like mess up sometimes. Yeah. And that's okay too. Yeah. Because you're learning.
I think
you're learning.
The big thing, and this is kind of like what I have said about like device breaks and stuff like this. I think this like you have to find a way to give yourself a threshold of grace.
Yeah. And
if you cannot do that, you need to evaluate if this is the right thing for you.
Yeah.
Because this is like something where it is an experimentation, it is learning. And like if you're super freaked out about having 3 drinks and like getting drunk and and I just think it can end so like negatively in the fact that like you will not feel good.
Yeah.
You will feel like you're grasping for control. Sometimes that turns really ugly for people. Sometimes it like doesn't. Like it just like you have to be willing to like be like, okay, I have the tolerance right now to go and experiment.
Right.
And if you don't, that's okay too.
Right.
But like be self-aware enough to say like, am I okay with like testing something new?
Yeah.
Trying a new experiment, experience.
I totally agree.
Is that harsh?
No, I don't think it is. I think like there's no other way to learn besides testing what works for your body, because every single person is different. And like I said, you might have a good system down, you might not, you might have a good enough system down, and like that's what works for you. And I really think it's like so dependent on the person, but like literally just like have fun and live your life, but like do it safely. Like that is like, I feel like our biggest takeaway is like, we want you to let your freak flag fly and get your like party it up, but like obviously be safe and do it safely, and like do it in a way that makes you feel good and healthy and comfortable, and like, you know, like supported in your decisions and your body and stuff. So
yeah, I agree completely. That's perfect. That's a perfect way to wrap.
Amazing.
Thank you for listening to Hotline to Her. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review and give us a follow on Spotify so you never miss a podcast drop. We're also on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, sharing the behind the scenes of the podcast. Carson's always putting up polls on what you want to hear, and slide in our DMs because we love chatting with you. If you have a story or a question you want to share with us to be featured on the podcast, you can give the hotline a ring. It is an anonymous voicemail. And so we have no idea who you are when you call. We actually, you would be surprised. We cannot tell what your voice sounds like, or put a face to a name or anything, because we have no idea who you are. But we would love to share your story, answer your questions, whatever you feel is like coming to you. And Carson and I will say it time and time again, someone please prank call us.
Please.
We need a little giggle.
Please, we need to let the world hear the prank call. I really want to.
Oh man. And so if you also have a crazy story, maybe something like what we shared today, like even with my gardening story, it was like all that happened and then my blood sugar was fine.
Yeah, like even if it doesn't have like anything directly to do with diabetes, like you're still a diabetic living with diabetes, like, and these things are happening to you. So we want to hear everything.
Absolutely everything. So you can write into us using our anonymous Google form, and that is linked in the show notes.
Amazing.
Thank you for listening. Stay hot
and chat soon.
Bye.
Hotline to Her is for educational and entertainment purposes only and reflects personal experience. It is not medical, mental health, or therapeutic advice.